come in.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
My name's Chris.
Hi, nice to meet you, Chris. I'm Melissa. I'm a social worker here at the school.
Okay.
So how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay, I guess.
So do you know like why you're here or?
Honestly, no.
No. Okay. So I heard from your English professor that you might be having some. There's been some changes in your and like how you're acting and your grades. So she was a little concerned for you, so she wanted me to talk to you. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. So real quick, I'm going to go over confidentiality policies. So feel free to talk
Legal
about
rules and stuff like that.
Sir?
Legal rules.
Yes, sir.
Like that.
So whatever we say in here, this is between us. This is a safe space. You can say whatever you want to say. The only thing is that if there are limitations to this. So if I think you're a threat to other people around you or to yourself, I think there might be some issues that we need to get more help, then I can go outside of this confidentiality contract and I can tell other people. Does that make sense? Does that seem okay?
Yeah,
all right.
Sure.
So I'm just going to have you sign this form to say that I went over this with you and that you understand what this means. All right. So if you can just sign your name here and then for the date. Yes, sir. Thank you. And I'll sign that. And so I'll keep that on file. You're having a hard time sleeping at home. How are things at home?
They've been better. Yeah.
Do you mind going into detail about what's going on? What's
Nothing really new. Just mom and dad. They always fighting, of course, screaming at each other, but not making it hard to get some sleep. So I just kind of put in my headphones and try to tone them out, and then I get dragged into it as well. So
what do they tend to fight about?
Anything under the blue moon, man. It's just this and that. Who made what mistakes? Who did what? Who's not doing a good job raising me? Money, the house, the dog. We got a nice little cute pork. Fight over that. They fight over anything. They fight over who gets cereal in the morning.
How long has this fighting been going
on? What grade am I in now? Senior high school.
Yes,
and since middle school probably.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. So I think they might be getting a divorce.
Yeah. Okay. I'm so sorry to hear that. How are you? Are you okay?
Well, I thought I was used to it, but recently it's just I'm on the edge about it now. It's kind of like use my final straw. I try to stay out of the house as much as I can, and then most of the time I'm stuck there, so I don't get a lot of work done. So I end up falling asleep in class and becoming irritated. Hence why I yell out when the material was difficult, and why my English teacher decided to tell my business, and now I'm here. So sorry not to sound rude.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I understand. It's your business. I understand. We just want the best for you here at school, so that's why she was concerned. So when you're at home, are you able to get work done? No.
Barely.
So what do you think is like the main problem why we should talk today?
What do you mean?
So we normally we'll try to plan something like, do you think it's your grades are slipping or your ability? Do you think there's anything we should focus on and maybe try to resolve that? Because that's
my grades. I'm failing class now. Or about to.
Yeah, we don't want that. Do you have to be at home, or are you able to go maybe to the library here on campus, or can you go to our public library?
I mean, I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that would help with being able to study?
Probably.
So, what for you works best for studying purposes? Do you do well in a public area? Do you do well complete quiet?
I just come like a silent, like my own personal space and just knock it all off.
Yeah. Do you have any siblings at home?
I got a corgi dog though.
That's so cute. How old?
It's 2.
2 years. Oh, this little puppy. What's its name?
Benjamin.
Benjamin. That's a really cute name for a corgi. So is that your corgi's kind of like your
It's kind of like my emotional distress animal. Like when I'm stressed out, I go cuddle a corgi for a while.
So we kind of talked about maybe like different study habits. Maybe that could possibly help. Is it just English you think you're having trouble in, or
no math, science? It's just everything. I just can't focus.
So here at school, campus, we have some different options for tutoring. So we actually have tutoring every day after school. So after your classes get out at 2:30, if you just want to stay, so they have tutoring, and it's actually by other students. Oh. So maybe that would help, because sometimes
I think my friend Ken does that.
Oh, that'd be awesome. What does he?
Math.
So maybe that's a good option for you, because sometimes hearing the teacher reteach, you're not going to get that. You didn't get it the first time. Yeah. And then maybe this possibly could help, because it also would give you time to study here at school instead of trying to study in a loud environment. So maybe this would be more conducive for you. That's just an option if you'd like to look into it. I have more information. I can get you contact information. Do you think that's something you would like? Or
I'll try it.
We'll try it? Okay. We also have clubs on campus. So is there any area that you like subject-wise, or like just extracurricular? That's a hard word. Extracurricular that you like?
I'm down with anything. As long as it gets me out of the house.
I understand that. There's one for each subject, so you could join like science club or this or that, and then they also have like more advanced ones like astronomy. We also have different volunteering opportunities. So yeah, so we actually have one, since you're talking about your corgi and how cute he is. Yeah. We have one that they go to a pet shelter on Saturdays.
Pets?
Yeah.
What do they do with them pets?
They just go to a shelter, so public shelter. They go, they help out with the animals, play with them, feed them, clean them, whatever they need to be done.
Oh, that's cute.
And then and do you think that's something you'd like?
I'll be down for that one.
You'd be down for that. But that might be something fun to do, and then maybe kind of get you. It's an outlet, and then it's also just something fun to do. Okay. And since it sounds like you're very interested in animals.
They got corgis over there?
They got all types of animals. You never know what you're gonna see. So that would be maybe something you might like.
Put my name down.
So those seem like some good options, and you seem very open to those resources. Yeah. So is there a specific field you really like? You enjoy studying? Like, what's your favorite subject?
Favorite subject? Honestly, I'm just like I just like learning, man, about new stuff and everything. I'm interested in social work. Yeah. That's
cool. If not social work, do you have any other things that you're thinking about?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
Something that talks to people. I'm good at talking.
Like public relations, getting out there. That's good. That's awesome. That's a really good skill to have, being able to relate to people. Do you have any other places that you can talk to people, like other friends? Like whether your parents' friends, your friends?
I mean, I got my high school friends, my buddies and whatnot.
Are you able to talk to them about what's going on at home?
Yeah, I talk to them. They let me spend the night sometimes. Good. So I ain't got to deal with that.
Good. That's good that you have that support of your friends and that they're willing to help. So, real quick, let's go over maybe a plan. So, we are out of time, So,
it was time limits for these things?
Well, you got to get to class. I can't keep you this whole hour.
It don't bother me. All I'm gonna do is sleep in there anyway.
Oh, well, so since we are out of time for today, it's been 30 minutes.
That's crazy.
Yes, it flew by.
Time flies when you're having fun.
That's right. Well, I'm glad you had fun today. But so before we finish, let's think of a plan. It seems like you have a good head on your shoulders. I believe that you're going to do great things, and you want to get help, or no, but you want to improve like your grades. That seems to be the big thing, because that's what we can focus on here. Okay. Because that's what you can control, because that's you. sadly stuck at home, that's, maybe your parents, we can work on ways to find them help. We can get resources for them too. But with me here, with you at school, like, I want to help make sure school's going really well. Like, that's a key thing we want to focus on. So we talked about tutoring.
Ken.
Yeah. And other subjects as needed.
The animal shelter.
Next week. We're going to meet this same time next week. That works with your schedule, correct? Because this is your free hour.
Yeah.
All right. So next week, let's have another meeting.
Okay.
And let's say by next week, I want you to at least have looked into the tutoring options, contacted them, and then I'm also going to give you the shelter, since that seems something you're very interested in, so that's good. I'm also going to give you their information. So I want you to at least contact them about getting involved. Whether you actually do or not, I just want you to get involved. You have at least look into all the options, so the tutoring and the shelter, and then contact them and by ways to getting involved. And then choose at least one tutoring services that you think, like, this is what I need. And then work it into your schedule. Because, like I said, they make it very easy. It's just right after school. Gives you something to do.
All right.
Does that sound good? I had a very good time talking to you today. Again, you seem like a great person. You have a great head on your shoulder. You're very friendly and outgoing. And I hope the best for you. And like I said, we're going to focus on school. And that's what we here can do. And we'll just see how it goes from there.
All right.
Okay? All right. Well, it was good talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll see you next week.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.